And we are live. Right. I don't know if anybody's actually going to find this stream, but let's hope they do. I couldn't tell you what the quality is going to be like. It doesn't look that clever, actually, to be honest. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? I've got one person watching, so I'm guessing that's me. Anyway. Well, that is way behind. Oh, I got drop frames already. Assuming it's 60 FPS. Yeah, should be okay. Right, anyway. Stream's going to be a little behind, but never mind. Corrosive inhibitor paper. Right, the parts I'll be using is a Corsair, Cooler Master, sorry. So I used to build them with Corsairs. Cooler Master Elite 342 Mini ATX case. A real cheap Asrock FM A55M VGA3 Plus motherboard. Yes, it's an AMD build. AMD A4 6320. Again, this isn't an expensive build. This is a really cheap build. Right. I will be installing two fans. Can't make up my mind whether they're going to be coloured or not yet. Probably not, seeing as it's. I have a little. This is still works. It's just still in very good condition. Little 80mm fan to go on the back because that's all it can take. There's an 80 or a 90 on the back. I might not bother putting one up front, but if I do, it will probably be. No, that's a clear. That's a LED fan. It's 120mm Fractal Silent Series R2. Oh, I could use any of the Cooler Masters. I've got Corsair, Corsair, Corsair. I think that glows blue. Yes. Or just a generic 120mm blue fan as well. I'll see when I get there. They can all go back over there. Okay. For the power supply, I have got a local shop special. They gave me this because they wanted rid. This build basically is going to be a giveaway. I'm going to give it away to a friend whose computer is outdated. I'm All these parts basically are really cheap, including Windows, which I can get for, I've got copies of Windows lying around anyway, I can sort out keys later. This whole thing will probably come to about £200 in total, UK currency of £200. So yeah, these are basically the parts. With a DVD, CD writer, and some. There is an SSD going in as well. And Western Digital. Actually, there's more storage on that than there's going to be on this, but there we go. It's either going to be this Western Digital 160GB. Well, there's the. I've got some Corsair off spec, just cheapy RAM. Or it's going to be this inside here, inside this box. It's not a NAS drive. It's not a 1TB drive anymore. There's a 500GB. Yeah, a Seagate 500, Seagate Barracuda 500GB. I might use this one instead of that Western Digital. Or I might not bother with that at all and just go with the SSD. Obviously I'm going to need an SSD mount, which is there. I'm going to need some thermal paste because this is an old chip that I've used for testing. And that pretty much puts the parts out there. So, obviously the tools needed. Will be a screwdriver and a pair of snips for cutting cable ties and cable ties, zip ties, cable ties, whatever you want to call them, wherever you are in the world. So let's get on with it then. Oh yeah, in here there's DDR3 RAM in here. I've got 4GB of 1600. Oh, this is Corsair Value Select. I think this is also 4GB. Yeah, 4 gigs. This is only 1333, so I might go with the 1600 DDR3. I don't want to put them both in because it'd be a funny load on the system. So first things first, we'll prep the case, put in the power supply, the hard drives. Right. A quick look inside the case. So we've got our there we go. We've got all our bag of parts, screws, there's a speaker, standoff, some zip ties. There. Let's take the back off. Not there's a lot of point because there's nothing, you can't really tie anything around the back of this. There's no room at all. I'm really struggling with this. There we go. So drop that down there. Just put that one down here as well. We'll see on the back here we've got our front panel connectors. It's USB, HD audio, hard drive LED switch, power switch, reset switch, yeah, hard drive LED, power LED. Now, if I wanted to create room, there is no graphics card going in. If I wanted to create room, this cage can be removed with removal of them 4 screws, and that thumb screw there, and this whole cage will slide out. So, I don't actually have any 3.5 inch. Yeah, I don't have anything to go into 3.5 inch bays at all. I probably won't bother. I'm not putting a graphics card in anyway, so I'm going to leave that in and use this SSD and HDD mounting kit. This actually can hold 2 SSDs in it. Little bag of screws for it. Instruction manual. Everybody knows these day and age what we do with instruction manuals, right? We have that. We will be using. Oh, there's me thought it was a SanDisk. Huh. We actually have a Crucial M500, 2.5 inch, 250 gigabyte SSD. I thought it was a SanDisk. What do you know? Second-hand parts. Like I said, this is being given away anyway, so they're not paying a penny for it. So they're going to get what I got spare lying around. It can either be inserted there, or it can be inserted down there. If they wanted to put another one on at a later date, they could put one on, mount one on top. Okay, there they are. I was looking for the bag of screws. I lost the bag of screws. So now I'm going to put this on the bottom, and I'm going to use the 4 long screws that they have. Looks like it's going to be a number 1 bit on the screwdriver as well. Ooh. There we go. This is all going to be real time. If I make mistakes, you will see it. Okay, put that number 1 screwdriver away. crack with number 2. And voila. Right, it's going to go up there. In the uppermost port. Those I don't need for a minute, I'll put to one side. Right, standoffs I will be needing. Fan screws I will be needing. Fine threaded screws I will be needing. Pretty much I'll be needing all of these screws. That baggy. What do I do with that? Just misplaced that bag of screws again that carry this. Are they fine thread or are they coarse thread? They look like coarse thread. Okay. So I'll be wanting 4 of these. Put those inside the case for now. Share out one. Now I spin all this around. Okay, hard drive is in. Next, I shall put in here. Okay. See? Actually, I don't know if you can see. Lift that up a bit. You probably can't see it because my picture's in the way. On. Wrong one. There we go. Now you can see it. Popped out this bay cover here. Got myself just a cheap, non-expensive. It's an M disc super multi DVD writer. Sliding the front there, and we actually have quick release. And then just push in, and then that's not going anywhere. But because this isn't for me, I'm going to be putting a couple of screws in the other side, just to be on the safe side, just to hold it. Two of the fine threaded screws. One in there. One in there. That's it. As you can see, that is in. Now next would be the power supply, which I've buried behind me somewhere. Again, this is just a cheap Power supply. Yeah, and I'm probably going to get whinged at as well because it doesn't have a power button on it either. This is why it was given to me, and I'm just going to pass it on. If any parts fail on this, so be it. At the end of the day, they're getting it for free. What more do they want? This power supply can only go in one way. There we go. So, the power supply is in. I have this will actually have, I think this has a green glow to it. It's a sleeve bearing style fan. Pretty good. It still sounds, it's, you know, still a good little fan. I said it's got a, I think it's a green glow to it, or it could be multicoloured. I really can't remember. It's been a while since I've used it. I'll have to turn this around a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. So I don't know how long this is going to take me. I'm not expecting it to take much longer. Once I start getting the motherboard and stuff in, the rest of it then will be straightforward from there. Right, okay, now we're breaking in. This is an 80mm fan. Let's just tuck all these wires up in here for now. Spin this around. I can unhook the front cables out the way. I'm going to tuck those around the back for a minute while I sort out the motherboard. Right, for a minute, case off to the one side. While I bring in the motherboard. And it's an Asrock FM2 A55M-VGA3 Plus. It's an FM2 Plus socket. Let's have a look-see. Again, this is a second-hand board. It's not a new board. There's not a lot with it. I haven't really got these SATA cables with it. As it happens, I happen to have some spare SATA cables, as you can see, brand new, unopened. Now all them can go to one side. Now we have the motherboard. 4 SATA connectors, 24 pin, 4 pin, front panel header, speaker. There is a chassis fan there, a chassis fan there, CPU fan header up here, audio over there, 2 USBs in there. There is a graphics card slot, but I said I won't be using one. I'm going to be staying with the onboard graphics that came with the AMD. I should open that up. Heat sink over there. For those of you new at this, as you can see in this corner, if she wants to focus, right here in this corner there's a little gold arrow. On the board here, in this corner up here, there is also a little arrow. Align the 2 arrows, just by dropping it in, and bam, there we go. Socket in. CPU installed, that easy. Now I will be using thermal paste because this, like I said, this is an old build. As you can tell, I've already got it all tied up. Alright. A little dusty, but it still works, still fine. So I should be using some Jet Art thermal compound, nano diamond. Just a little bit in the middle. Take my little spreader and go for it. This isn't going to be perfect by a long shot, but I'm streaming this on a system that I've had now for 2 years, and it hasn't had no problems. Right. Drop on the cooler. Looking over and twist. It's solid. I shall clean that off later. Move all this out of the way. Like I said, 1 stick of DDR3 into slot 1. Boom. Done. Board is now ready to be inserted into the case. I have one more thing to sort out in the case. Bring the case back in. It'll be laid on its back. So switch the camera, other camera. I now need the standoffs. I do believe it is 4 of them. No, it's 6 of them. Oh, there we go. And they obviously go one up there. One in there. So I've done this a few times, so I know automatically where to go. Without even looking. Heck. I got it. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. That's 5 mil, is it not? Why are these not 5 mil then? Sketchy. That one's 5 mil. That one's 5 mil. Yeah. Alright, they're all in. IO shield. Okay. I will now dry fit just to make sure I have put the standoffs in the right place and nothing is going to be touching where it shouldn't. We see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is good. What I didn't check was what thread they were. They look like coarse thread to me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, what a guess. They are coarse thread. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is basically it. What I've got to do now is wire it all up. So we stand it back up. We're going to do the zip ties. Sorry, cable ties, not zip ties, my bad. These wire ties even. These nasty little wire ties. Take them out. I don't know if you can be able to see, but up here there's a little fan header. Make sure I get it on the right pins. Yeah, 3 pin anyway, I think. On she goes. I shall tie that up in a moment with a zip tie. And now this big bundle of power cables. Remove that wire tie. Untangle everything. PCIe. Oh, it's PCIe. I'll plug them in. Right. These for a minute I don't need, so they can go over there. These, however, go back in. We have a 4-pin CPU. It just snaps in up here, like so. We have a 24-pin main part. That snaps in there, like so. And obviously we need power. For the hard drive. Which I don't know if they're going to reach. They're not. So I'm going to have to use an adapter. Not a problem. Not a problem. We connect up the hard drive. Like so. I have an adapter. I have an adapter. That's one extra fan. That's fan splitters. Bear with me 1 minute. I have an adapter. I just have to go find it. Loose cable box. Okay. I have a box of goodies here. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think this could also be the wrong box. I have spare speakers. I have spare CPU fans. I have cables for them. That's not for this board. Wow. Whew. Jeez. That's going back a bit. Going through my box here. I've just found myself some DIMMs. 512 megabytes of DDR400. I have 1 gig there. I have 2 512 sticks. And we have 2 sticks of 256 and DDR 400. Well, nope, nope, nope. Oh, we're getting sidetracked. Oh, I'll be looking for one of them. I just happen to have some spare DVD fronts, just in case. I don't happen to have one that matches the case. I have a beige and a silver. After all of that, this is the wrong one. Oh well. That CPU back, speakers back. That cable goes back. Again, look, I have another Cooler Master. I've just gone through all of this and it turns out this is the wrong box. I will be back again now. I have to move this forward a little bit so I can get out. That wasn't spare cables box. My bad. That one is the spare cables box. C920 spare webcam. Okay. This is the box I want that's got the spare cables in it. Now we're cooking on the right box. Spare speakers. VGA. Power adapters. Aha! There we go. Split this. Do I have a single one or do I have to use the double still? No, I have a single. There we go. That's what I want. To be honest, I have not got a clue what is in this. Fan control, fan speed controller, Samsung charger, spare charger, C to B, B connectors. I do believe that's the charger for my AC copter. Spare Ethernets, short Ethernets, coaxial cable, spare VGAs, headphone extension, I never needed, super long Ethernet, and SCART leads. Not that anybody uses SCART leads anymore these days, this day and age. Right, back over there. Spin you back round to this. And there we go. Right then. Where was I? Oh yes. Using a jumper on Molex, which I'm not too keen about doing, but yeah. Like I said, they're getting something for nothing. There we go, we got it. It goes to the back of the DVD drive. I could tighten that by using that connector. Get that one off. Put that one on and tighten things up a little bit. That's better. Not there's going to be an airflow problem with this case because there's nothing in it to flow with. Ah, okay, that's had its lead cut. I didn't notice that. Why have they done that? Huh. I guess this is why this power supply was given to me for free. Right, so technically speaking, we have power. For those among you that are quite astute, I've noticed they have not put in the SATA cables, which is correct. I haven't put in the SATA cables, and I haven't put in the other hard drive either, because I've decided they ain't going to need it. Ain't the spare memory they're going to have on this 256 SATA drive anyway. SSD drive is going to be enough, more than enough. So let's open this brand new pack of SATA cables. And they are brand new. And they're quite long as well. Goes to there. Goes to there. If I remember rightly now with this board, the two top ones, one at the back, one at the front, is SATA 011. So I'll put that into 1. That into 0. I don't know if I've done everything right. I do believe this has got an operating system on it already, so let me remove that for a minute. And I shall get on with this. I shall plug it in. I'm gonna need my extension cord. Oh yes, fully good. For those of you as well that didn't spot, I've forgotten some cables. I've forgotten to connect up the power buttons, power switch, the front umbilicals. Let's get all of these out of here. I can cable tie everything together. Untangle all of these. Okay, so we have the front USB and the front audio. And we have the front panel connector. We have the power connectors. And for this again, I have to go back to that camera. The looky down camera. Well, those over there for a minute. So we have a USB, like so, HD audio, like so. Well, we still have AC97, I don't know. We should tie all those up later. Right then. Power LED. The green one is the positive, the white one is the negative. Like so. Hard drive LED. The red one is the positive. Again, the white one is the negative. Reset switch. Okay. And that goes to there. And power button. Which probably goes next to there. Now, in here, I did believe I did see a speaker. I did see a speaker. Okay, the red one is the positive. Speaker. Right, now we have everything connected. Just temporarily move all these wires out of the way. Push them around and whatnot. Do you know, I will connect it up, see if it actually powers into Windows. Although I just get lots of beepy noises. Okay, I will not be able to capture the screen, unfortunately, due to the fact being, since I turned this, my screen capture software won't work because it's on a different screen. So unfortunately, people will have to use the camera. But these are the cables that will be going with it, so as it happens, my case just happens to have VGA connection. Okay, that's why is that loose? won't bother screwing that one in. Put that in. Power supply. In. Until these are all brand new cables. Go down there on the floor. Move to the edge. I can go to camera 9. Again, go over here to my cupboard. Again, because I need a cheapy keyboard and mouse. Batteries. There's the mouse. It's a cheapy keyboard and mouse. That I use for testing purposes. For now, just to make sure this works, I should plug this into the USB in the front. Sometimes this mouse wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. Right then. Here comes the smoke test. Ooh, that didn't sound very good. I need to change my panel. Oh dear, she turned off. That's not good. We are rebooting again. Oh, hang on. Hang on. No, we are boot looping. That can only mean one thing. Windows failed to start. Recent hardware or software change might be the cause. Well, duh. Okay, we'll try. So, as you can see, she is working. Screen mirrors on this is going to be horrendous. Let's try system restore then, shall we? just to see if this wants to work. I may have to move this camera back a little bit. OBS is still working. It's over there, look. Yeah, that's what I use. I use OBS. If repairs were successful, she should start correctly. Well, let's try it and find out. Okay, we are booting again. Nope, nearly. Okay, looks like I'm going to have to do a fresh install of Windows 7 on here. Right, that's not a problem. Okay, this might be the problem. Let's do another restart. That fan is blowing the right way. And we got nothing. I can't even get into the BIOS. Just out of curiosity, unplug the hard drive just to see if it is a problem. Wow, that went straight off. Well, there we go. It does seem to be a problem with the hard drive. I thought it might be a problem with Windows. But as we can see, she at least boots, so that's a good start. Do the cable management, install Windows, and then we are good to go. Back to source. Oh yeah. Select source. Okay, there you all are. That's what I look at. If anybody ever wonders what everybody looks at when they're looking at chat and stuff, that's the screen. For those of you that are not streamers. And you see we've got a green glowing LED back here. That is noisy. Sounds like a vacuum cleaner. There you go. That has taken me a whole hour to build this. A whole hour. There we go. Power down. Wait for the stream to catch up. Just like a good 30 seconds behind. There we go. That is a PC build. She's technically built. To the viewpoint, it is actually technically built. Floor down there. Put that on the floor down there. All I've got to do now is a bit of cable management, and everything is good. So I shall crack on with that now. I don't know what I've done with my cable ties. What colour have I got hooked in here? Let's finish off the green ones first. This part, unfortunately, is the most boring part. And everybody does it different. And everybody's a critic. Right. So, that's this little part around here, nice and neatly tied up. Right, this fan now. Oh, I was going to add a slowy downy thing on that one. Right, slow the fan speed down a touch. Just a touch. Because she's a little fast, a little loud. There we go. That there for a minute. I sort out this rat's nest here. Plug that back in. Technically, just tuck those under there. Fine. Sort out this rat's nest here of cabling. Can be all tied up together up here. Can all be tied tight against the side of the case here, like so. Tie it on nice and neatly, I hope. Like so against the side of the case. Can I grab that in with it or not? Oh no, I know, I tie it, okay. See, now that's pulled all those in nice and tight against the case at the back. What I do now is tie that up to there. So I turn that this way around. Grab all those together there. There we go. Moves all those up there. These down the bottom here I'm not too fussed about. These here I'm not really too fussed about. They're going to sit on top of the SSD out the way. That I really should have captured amongst that lot. There we go. No problem. Captured. And that is pretty much it. And that camera's fell down anyway, so we'll go back to this one. Camera's fell down again, so you couldn't see anything anyway. Oh, now you go. Now you can. Not that it matters now. Just tie back that AC97 cable. And this fan is bugging me. Technically now again ready to do another boot, just to make sure that everything is good. And install Windows. I don't know if they were tied up against. Oh, there we go. If only they would stay there. Well, I know they won't. Well, there we go. It's not the best cable management, but as you can see, it's functional. Everything is all nicely tucked back against the back of the case. And now basically all I've got to do, put side panels on. I'll do the back one first. This one on the side. Button all this up. You always get one panel that doesn't want to play. There we go. The last 4 screws I put in. First 4 screws you take out. So now I'm just going to go and find a copy of Windows to put on here. I can't actually see if there's anybody there. If there's anybody out there, please feel free to say hi. I do not bite. I'm not watching on gaming YouTube, unfortunately. I wish I was, but I'm not. Okay, I've got two versions running. Why have I got two versions running here? Wow, that one's way behind. Wowzers. Holy moly, that one's way behind. Can we catch up? Huh. Okay, I'll go to YouTube then. My stream help has suddenly gone. Apparently there's two watching. Stream help has suddenly gone. Apparently there's two watching. Hello there to two people. I'm guessing then I've got a bit of. Apparently there's two watching. Hello there to. Right, mute the live stream. Oh, I have briefly three people watching. Now I've gone back to two. Oh well. Can't have everything, I guess. Anyway, she's done. It's finished. It's all over. I'm going to end the stream now anyway. So, there we go. Oh yeah, it's still going. Anyway, for those of you that did join me, all two of you, not that you've said anything the entire time, I'm guessing one of those is me. I don't know who the other one is. Say hi if you're there. I'm going to end the stream now anyway. So thank you, the two of you, for being here. This entire 1 hour, 20 minutes coming up on. And I thank you, and I will see you all again. All two of you.